Welcome back, everybody. It is still Sunday, the 25th of September, 2022, but you're seeing this a few days later because this is part 2 of the destruction and reconstruction of the porch here on Nelson Creek Farm. It was glued down at one time, that carpet was. It's just peeling off, huh?
You don't have to worry about sucking it up with this frickin' saw. It just comes right up.
Well, heck, let's just roll it up here and.
Yeah, we'll put it over to this. I got all this, but.
What are we gonna do? Yeah, just buzz across the top of that right quick. Oh yeah, look how rotten that plywood is. It's underneath all that. Okay, now this has got metal and nails and everything in it.
Yep. Just take it all in one shot.
What we'll do is we'll pack it over here to the side, set it down, and then when we get the loader out from being used, we'll just set it in the bucket, take it over to the burn barrel, toss it in on one end, and let me get around here and get to the other end, or you get that in. And we'll set it in there and set fire to it. I can't see what's behind me.
Nothing.
Okay. Right there. That's good. Yeah, it's just weather rot on that. You know what'd be cool? Let's get one of them big plastic skeletons and set under here.
Did they put concrete on the bottom?
I don't think so. No, see, there's a gopher hole. That's just dirt, yeah. Just dirt. But see, this here is flat here, so if we can put a 4x4 here and over in the other corner.
I don't know how to anchor it to that concrete. I don't trust it.
We ain't going to. It's just going to sit there. And then when I do that 2x around like they had, this one, we'll just do a new one all the way around, anchor it to the ledger board up against the house. Done. That's how the bottom's going to get anchored.
That'll work.
And then we got those brackets.
Yeah.
They're little angled brackets, flat, about this wide.
Yeah.
Put them in up there.
Yep.
To hold the top of it square.
That's what we'll have to do because I don't trust the concrete.
And then I'll box in around that and down here, and then we'll put a railing on it, and we're good. Now I'm thinking about putting another post like right here. 2 on the front. What do you think?
I think so, and then you have the railing, and then that 4 posts on the front will help support the weight.
Yeah, because if we make the ones here by the step a little bit, hair bit longer than the ones on the outside, it'll help put some of the weight on the center of that to help keep that level and flush.
You don't want to put a post here, do you?
No, I hadn't planned on it.
Okay, so then just all 4 posts here on the outside?
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, here on this west-facing side.
Yeah.
But I think that concrete, the concrete in this house is poor to begin with, but I think we'll be okay with that, don't you?
Yeah, I'm just resting it on there, and then we're not doing all this.
Yeah.
Let's see if I can make a straight shot.
Okay. Now, you should be okay to walk on that up there. It's just right here where this is rotted from being exposed to rain and water over the years. Well, it looks like we're going to luck out with the concrete on the foundation out front here. There isn't going to be much for the 4x4s to rest on, but we're going to do that instead of going back to town and getting more concrete and more expense. We don't know exactly how long this house is going to stay here. We may end up tearing it down eventually. So this is just a preventative measure on keeping it in one piece until we actually make a decision on what will become of the old farmhouse. If we can get this front part pulled off, then we can put the 4x4s in and be done and wrap this up a lot sooner. That blade's almost not long enough to go through both of those, is it?
Oh, it's not. Yeah.
You will destroy, huh? Oh, they're part of it.
What's left of it?
Man, look at all the rot in that.
Whatever.
Man. They used everything in building this, didn't they? I mean, I'm seeing square cut nails. I'm seeing nails with the twisted shank. I'm seeing staples like you found in the siding. It's just, man, they used everything when they put this together. Ton of, yeah, all the leftover stuff from building the house. Well, I got a charger over here if you need it.
I know, and I got both my chargers.
This my circular saw. If you need to just cut down that. Can't with them nails in there, can you though? Yeah, you can.
Yep.
No, because then you're going to hit that concrete.
Yep.
And bugger up the blade.
No, we won't do that.
Yeah, knock that off.
Keep destroying.
Just peel that off and you're good. Aha. Okay, now let me move the saw. Which way are we going to go to get that out of there?
Over here.
Your way?
Yeah.
Okay, careful. Right behind you is that. I don't know how good I'm. Oh, wait a minute. We're still hooked on over here. Bring your hammer. Whatever you did with it. You know, give this a whack or two right here. There we go. Now, I really appreciate my son, Skylar, coming over today to help do this. In case you aren't aware, and some of you have asked where I've been lately, I've blown out my right knee, so it's very difficult for me to bend it and walk and move and do stuff with it. So I'm a little slow on getting around, more so than normal. And we're attached over here on this stud. So anyway, that's why you haven't seen me much in videos in this last week. I'm not exactly under the weather. It's just weather's caught up with me. We need to cut this board. Hang on. I'm coming. Go back towards that willow tree some more. There you go. Down. Yeah, that's a nice 2x. Like you say, cut off 2 or 3, 4 inches off that end.
And that post and this one.
Yeah.
You didn't even say 3.
Now, see, put the 4x4s right here. And even if this side rail doesn't sit on the concrete, it'll still anchor it and tie it to back there. And we do it around the front here if we need to.
And then we'll box in the 4x4.
Yeah, with that 2x10 or whatever around here for the step up to the deck. I'd like to go like a 2x6.
Well, yeah, because these are all 2x6s.
Yeah, and then actually put some 2-inch deck material on top.
You also don't want to go too high because of your door.
The door. So we'll have to figure that out and measure. Yeah, because that's 2x6 floor, isn't it, with a plywood top, huh?
You almost would want to go 2x4 material instead of 2x6.
Even going across that distance?
I'd rather do 2x6s.
Yeah.
And just copy this and get new sheets of plywood and put across there.
We can do that.
And get that out side paint sealer.
And paint it before we put it down and screw it down.
Paint both sides, top and bottom, and all
on the edges.
And then apply it.
Yeah, that'll be a lot better. Barrier. And see here, even in the middle, if we knock that carefully, chip it loose, we still got a flat surface here, basically. Not entirely flat, but flat enough. We can mount them 4x4s right on there. And I would like to get that done before we do any more of this.
Yeah.
Just so we got some support for this thing hanging over our head. And see, we're going to need a new roof on the house here before too long. See that, how it's rotting and along in there? Yeah. So eventually, yeah, we're going to need a lot more work. But that's later on. But this is just getting this fixed.
That's a contractor. I ain't doing that.
Yeah, exactly.
They'd probably want to resheet the roof, redo these edges.
Now, I'm looking here. See on the bottom of the board where it goes up against the wall of the house?
Yep.
Do we need to move the tractor in here?
Nope.
Just leave it.
Leave it.
Okay.
I'm afraid of trying to move the tractor in or out.
Are we still fairly level? Yeah, I don't want to move it either if we don't have to.
Let's get a ladder over and test it.
Yeah, let's get the ladder over here. Let's do this side because you got the plate out of there.
Yep.
See where we're at there, and then
we'll
measure down to here.
Give us an extra quarter inch.
Yeah, quarter inch. And we'll get the first 4x4 in here. Okay, there's the first of 4. Did you really? First of 4 4x4s to hold up the roof. We can get the other one in on the other side. We'll be doing great today. The front porch is being held up by a pair of 4x4s on either end. The 2x that you see there and here are just keeping it from swinging one way or the other until we finally get it anchored down tight. We're going to make a quick run to town after we get 2 more uprights right here where my fingers are. Go up to the roof, we'll put those 2 in, and then we're going to head to town and get some 2x6s to box in the bottom of it and anchor up the bottom of it so they don't move around on us. The outside corner posts down at the bottom where they're sitting on the concrete aren't really sitting 100% on cement. That one has got issues. That's why we're putting in the inner post on either side of the step to help take up some of the weight. Well, Skylar's cutting the last 4x4 to put on the other side of the steps. I'm going to go ahead and load up the bucket full of the junk and start hauling it off. One thing that has proven itself today to be darn handy has been this new LS tractor with the loader on it. Got to wait for a minute for some traffic to come along, but yeah, we have been using the heck out of it, not only to hold up the front edge of the roof, but to haul off the trash. So I'm going to turn you around so you can see what I'm doing. One thing that has been darn handy to help us do this project today has been this LS tractor. With this front end loader on it, I'm hauling stuff over here to an old foundation area that we're dumping stuff in to burn at a later date. Got a piece of the old carpeting there that was down. It was an old AstroTurf. So yeah, we're dumping it in there. So yeah, this thing has been real handy with what we're doing. This is a view from the front of the front porch here. Looking back at it, Skylar's starting to box in the bottom of the 4x4s so that yeah, we've got some bottom support there and for the floor that goes in. Yeah, this is what we're up to. We got 2x6s here across the front on the porch, and we're reusing one of the floor beams over here on the end where it ties in here to the front back to the ledger board on the side of the house. This is the construction we got done today. We miscounted. Shy one 2x6 across here, which I'll get this week and install. And as soon as we get that put in, then I will be applying some sealer paint or whatever it is to this fresh wood. I really don't know how much more of this we're going to finish this year. We may leave the floor off of it and the railing. Don't know, we might end up doing the railing just because. But yeah, this is probably about as far as we're going to get this year, other than maybe putting in the railing. Next year we'll get some plywood if I don't get it done this year. Prime it, seal it, whatever, paint it, throw it down on there, and we can reuse the front porch again. Anyway, as always, thank you for watching Nelson Creek Farms. Sorry I haven't been around for a while. My knee's been giving me fritz today. So I'm going to go in, call it quits, and put my foot up for a while. Anyway, if you would, don't forget, right down there, click on the subscribe button. Give me a thumbs up, thumbs down. Let me know what you think of the project in the comments. And this is one of the big projects that's been in the works. So we got a couple more yet coming up this year. So make sure you stay tuned for all of them by subscribing, and click on the little bell right next to it where it says all. Click on that when it comes up. That way you get notified every time there's a new video out. So in the meantime, the kitties are giving us their approval on the new porch. And there's a yellow one over there. Yeah, enjoying the sunshine.